Hi and welcome to the Elemental Indigo YouTube channel. This is your weekly oracle card reading for week commencing Monday 5th of August. I'm going to use Archangel Michael cards today because I haven't used those in a while. Again, we now seem to be struggling with the light a bit because the sun has officially gone and it's all rain, so I found after weeks of trial and error that this is the best setup for light, so I think this is about as good as we're going to get today. So I'm going to pick a card for Monday, Tuesday, pick a card for Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, Saturday and Sunday. So let's have a look at Monday, Tuesday. And the card is self-respect. So I'm going to read out the prayer on the bottom of the card because they're quite long on these Archangel Michael cards. So the card says, "Dear God and angels, thank you for helping me see myself as you see me, through the eyes of love. Thank you for honouring and respecting me. Please guide me to do the same for myself and grant me the courage to speak up on my own behalf. I ask for your protection in all of my relationships so that I am surrounded by loving and kind people." So we're going into this week with a healthy dose of self-respect to learn. I think last week we had a lot of cards about the abundance coming in and good fortune being here. So if that has happened for you, sometimes you can, for whatever reason, feel guilty about it, especially if, you know, this is something that you've been wanting for a long time and it's not really happened before. And then the fact that you've suddenly got it, you can be really, really grateful, but you can also sometimes, a bit of guilt can creep in and you can start thinking, oh, do I really deserve this good stuff that's happening to me? So Archangel Michael is just reminding us about having self-respect for ourselves, and that the emotion of guilt, if you are feeling guilty for whatever reason, guilt is something that just obliterates self-respect, really. So that might be something we need to work on this week, removing guilt from our sort of psyche and focusing more on self-respect, letting go of maybe people or situations that aren't really healthy for us and are causing this guilt. Could be another one. So just treating ourselves with respect this week, and obviously as well insisting that others treat us the same way, you know, not allowing ourselves to be used as a doormat. So say it how it is and make sure you get respect from everybody around you, including yourself. Okay, so middle of the week is pay attention to your dreams, which I always try and do, but usually I sort of forget them after I wake up. But the prayer on the bottom of the card says, "Thank you for tucking me into bed tonight and helping me enjoy a wonderfully restful night's sleep. Archangel Michael, I invite you into my dreams as my teacher, guide and healer. Please allow me to understand this," and then describe a specific situation on a spiritual level and give me guidance. So perhaps if we are having a bit of guilt or other sort of negative emotions coming up at the beginning of the week, as well as working on our own self-respect, we've got some help in the form of our dreams, whether that's guidance on what to do in a specific situation or just a message, or sometimes we can't always 100% remember the dreams, but they're sort of working on more of a subconscious level, helping us to clear old and crappy negative emotions. So middle of the week, if you can remember your dreams, do pay attention to them and see if you get, you know, any recurring dreams, which is definite message there to pick up on. So there's a lot of stuff from these two cards this week. It seems to be relating to sort of the heads, the higher chakras, with speaking your truth and pay attention to your dreams, which could be on a subconscious level rather than an active level. But we'll just see what the last card is. And the last card going into the weekend is Guarded and Protected. And this card says on the bottom, thank you for protecting my loved ones and me, ensuring that we're safe and that all of our needs are met. I now accept your help gratefully and gracefully, knowing that it's right for me and all of us to accept heavenly assistance. So that sort of ties in with the messages from the dreams and helping us with self-respect, getting rid of negative emotions this week. Archangel Michael is obviously helping us on various levels to stay guarded and protected from these negative emotions. So this week there's a sort of building up of our self-respect and sort of losing the vulnerability we might be feeling at the moment. There's a lot of big life changes that have gone on for people at the moment, or even small ones where they do leave you feeling vulnerable on many different levels. So I think this week's more introspective, focusing on ourselves and our self-worth, and just taking this week to sort of build up your own self-respect, self-worth and your own energy levels, so that perhaps we can go out there after this week and crack on again. So just, if you can, pay attention to dreams this week. If you can keep a dream journal or something like that, that might be useful this week, just to sort of document where you're at on your journey and how much you're progressing, really. But again, don't worry if you can't remember your dreams, because I feel like I've had a few quite last night actually where I feel they're really significant and important, but I can't quite remember them. It's like they're just sort of right on the edge of my brain and I can't quite remember them. But I know that they'll have reached me on a subconscious level anyway, so I know what I need to know. So it's good that we're also guarded and protected this week. That makes us feel a bit safer and allows us to take this time to just work on ourselves a bit. So I will see you next week. I've been quite quiet on my Facebook page recently. As I think I explained on a status update, I've got the final sort of write-up for my crystal healing course at the moment, which I've nearly finished. I've just got to write everything up and then I'm qualified. And I'm also doing a lot of freelance writing at the moment as well. So I'm very busy, but I will always be posting these readings every week, and I will try and update my Facebook page as much as I can. So have a great week, and I'll see you for the card reading next week.